If you're ready to choose more than just a car and experience more than just a ride, come choose from our huge selection of new Mazdas and save with low 0.9% financing. It's time to move and be moved in your new Mazda from Team Mazda on Airline.
Good morning.
Well,
it's almost 7:03 here on a Wednesday
Yeah.
where we are waking up to noticeably cooler temperatures.
We are.
But earlier today, we did a story about some of the best beaches in the world by users voted through TripAdvisor.
I love that you're doing
Every
this.
year
I literally
this
had in my
changes
head to do this.
because this is a good talker. We were talking about
Yes.
this for a while.
So good.
We've all frequented and visited different beaches,
Wow.
right? So guess at the top of the very top of the list. A beach in Greece
Well, that
took
makes
that
sense.
top spot.
It's a huge
Another,
archipelago.
yeah, you've got Phuket, Thailand, taking another
that's
one.
awesome.
Fourth on the list, representing the best beach out of
Yeah.
all U.S. beaches, Siesta Key.
Okay, so world
Florida.
travelers, have you been?
I have been through there. I've not stopped
Siski?
and go to the beach.
So it didn't draw your attention?
I've never been specifically there. I've been to the Florida Keys.
Florida Keys,
I
yeah.
mean, the Florida Gulf side is so different from the Texas
Isn't
Gulf
it
side.
true?
It's like, is this the same Gulf?
Well, they make fun of. I went to Galveston a lot of times as a
You don't
kid.
mean it's
Yep.
white sand
And-
beaches
and
in
no, that's the brown water. And you're like, okay, enjoy that. It's very different.
Yes.
So with that list, I'm curious. Best beaches that y'all have ever been to, and I know World Traveler over here. Do you have a beach in your? Even if you don't know the name, do you have a beach
It's
that is your
called
favorite?
White Bay,
Oh, you do have a name.
Jost Van Dyke,
Dang. Okay.
British Virgin Islands.
What?
Best beach I've ever been.
Really?
All right.
Okay.
Describe it for us. What makes it so magical?
The liquor? No.
Well, that's an important
I love the
factor. The
honesty.
drinks,
I love
yes.
it. They keep
the
flowing.
drinks.
So they didn't create a bulkhead there, so when you come up in your boat, you have to jump out into the water
Oh, that's kinda neat.
and wade up to the
Yeah.
beach.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And the saloon there is called the Soggy Dollar because your dollars are in your swimsuit. So they
Soggy
literally
from
have a
the walk.
clothesline that they hang the
Oh,
dollar bills
stop.
to dry.
That's
I was just going to ask, so
good.
what if you're fully clothed? You just jump in the water
Yeah.
fully
You have to,
clothed?
it sounds like.
Yeah, it looks like. Or you just get naked.
Okay.
Is that kind of beach?
No.
Okay. gotcha.
Good to know.
World Travelers, where's your all's favorite beach? Y'all have favorite beaches?
Oh, honestly, one of the best ones is Destin.
It's so
I
easy.
love how easy it is to get
nearby.
to Destin.
It's got everything you need.
It's family friendly.
Yes.
It's easy to just set up shop there for a whole
Yeah.
week, whether you want to camp in a camping ground or
Right.
camping site or rent an Airbnb.
It is
So
good.
you
busy.
can't beat it's too
Well,
busy.
it's-
If
it
you go in
can
the
be.
off time,
Well, yeah.
I find that October is the best place to go anywhere in the world, and I find that that's
look
one of
at
the
that.
best times to go visit.
Okay.
You did some traveling. How about
For me, I would say Waikiki Beach in Oahu.
Oh,
Oahu?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out that way too. My favorite. When were you out there?
My wife and I, for our honeymoon, we were out there, and actually
kidding.
right off of Waikiki, like, you don't even have to go that far in. There's a ton of coral, beautiful coral reef.
Boom.
Just don't cut yourself on
No,
it. That's,
that's
yeah.
the tricky
that's a
part.
whole
You're right.
other thing, but beautiful, beautiful.
That's mine. Well,
Yeah.
Hawaii, but honeymoon as well. Belated. We went 5 years after we got married to Maui.
Yeah,
and
that was
to,
my
to
other one, Maui.
Wailea.
Yeah.
And just to your point, it was great beach. You could do everything you wanted, but part of it, you could literally just wade out into it with a snorkel and some goggles and do the snorkeling right there
Yeah.
on the coral
That's pretty
reef.
magical.
I mean, you could, pay money and get on the boat and do some other stuff, but it's literally right there. I just remember it being just so amazing. It's the first time we'd ever been to Hawaii. Still the best pineapple I've ever had in my
I
life.
like that when I'm in Grand Isle. I feel like I'm in, Hawaii.
That's what a lot of people say.
Yeah, on Grand Isle, they say that?
If you have a
Okay.
camp there, you love going down there. It's close,
that's a
it's
great
accessible,
spot.
it's our home
Absolutely.
beach,
Yeah,
you
you're
know.
right.
It's great to see.
Yeah.
But I am surprised that Hawaii was not in the top.
I was too.
Yeah, Siesta Key was the only beach that represented the U.S. within the
Wow.
top, I
Right.
think, 50 in the ranking. I have to double check.
And we talked about it, like the opinions, they
Sure,
rotate.
based
and-
on TripAdvisor reviews.
Right, and who knows? Maybe somebody did a little bit of, hey, can you
Maybe.
put us in the ring? But yeah, I was kind of surprised to not see like a Hawaii. beach.
Hawaii,
Yeah.
considering how many islands there are,
There's
how
a
beautiful
few.
it is.
But
Some
what was it,
options.
Siesta Key?
Siesta Key, Florida. Siesta
we need to go
Beach.
there. Let's
Road trip.
Road trip. So when we were doing that story, Matt Venezia was listening,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he texted and said Siesta Key is hands down the best beach.
Right?
He's
Really?
from Florida,
Yeah,
so he's
you
a
would
little
know.
biased here, and we're speaking on his behalf.
Oh,
but he
yeah.
says it is hands down the best.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Well, and I've never been to Destin yet, so I've got to go now.
No,
You're
it's a good
talking it up.
yeah.
It is. It's a good spot.
What's that place that people go to where it's like a Blue Island or Pink Island or somewhere where
It's
you
a
can see
Dolphin
pink?
Island.
Dolphin Island.
It's not, and then there's no L in it. It's DAUPHI, just Dolphin
Yeah.
Island.
Yes.
And we've been, actually, my family and I, we've been a number of
It's
times.
not far, right?
No, it's great. And we over the last like 15 years, they've added a lot of like condos to the eastern side of the island as well. So right when you come over the bridge, it's before you get to Mobile Bay.
Yeah.
If you hit the bay, you've
That's
gone
not
too far.
far.
Turn around.
Okay.
And so on the eastern side of the island, they've added a lot of condos, and so it makes it that much more inexpensive to go and enjoy.
Yeah.
But on the western side of the island, it's big houses that you can like rent, make a whole thing of it. You can put like 10 people in there, 12 people, split the price,
Cost
split the
efficient,
cost.
yeah.
It's really, it's
Fun,
really,
fun,
really good.
fun.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's a good spot.
Okay. Some of these hopefully will pop up on the list. If you're listening, maybe put
Yeah,
in a review on
TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor,
Yeah.
and next year we'll see that on
That's
the
one.
list.
Baton Rouge
I'll add
Beach.
one more. Sanibel Island, which is off the coast of Tampa, just absolutely beautiful. There's one bridge in, one bridge out. They get rocked by hurricanes, but it is really a beautiful place to go to.
Wow.
Do you happen to have a camera shot in Ponderosa Beach? One of
I
our
do-
directors
I-
asking
I
if
don't think
he
I
says it's
do.
hands down one of the best.
Really?
We'll have to take a road trip and see, family.
Well, I tell you what, any beach right now would be great with the warm weather. We just don't have warm coming our way over the next couple of days. We got a couple of freezes we got to get ready for.
Yeah, not only freezes, they might be some hard
There you
freezes,
go.
so we definitely got to prepare for that. Hopefully you still have the pipes wrapped, and if you do, well, you're good to go. Just keep them wrapped, and we're going to be ready to rock and roll. We're still very cloudy out there over the downtown area, and I'd like to tell you, we'll just clear it on out, but that's really not going to happen. We're going to cling to mostly cloudy conditions for a big part of the day. We're going to stay in the 40s pretty much all day long. It's going to feel like the 30s all day long because of the breezy conditions. Yesterday's high 63. Technically today, we did start the morning in the 50s, so we've already hit our daytime high. Now let's talk about some daytime lows. We're going to be forecasting 26 for Thursday morning and Friday morning. The records both days, 25 Friday morning. That's a long stander going all the way back to 1908, and we are definitely going to give that a run for its money. That's why we've got the first alert. We've got two first alerts for Thursday and Friday morning. We've got 26 on both days, but remember, tonight it's still going to be breezy, so it might feel even significantly colder than that 26. So you definitely want to protect all of those P's. The cold air, the cold weather advisory is through the entire region. Everybody, not just Louisiana, but our neighbors to the west and to the east. That'll begin at 9 p.m. tonight. Well, it could be, whoa, do you see that? Bismarck, 43 degrees below zero. So just to give you a little perspective, and if you're thinking, well, that's way up there, but you don't have to go too far away. Check this out. Look at Dallas. Big D, it's 7 below. So it could be a lot worse out there. I guess that's the reason why I was showing that. There goes the back edge of the rain, but as I mentioned, the back edge of the cloud cover, not so much. I agree with the graph. The graph seems like it's doing everything right. And look at this. By 5:30 p.m., the graph already has us down to the mid-30s, and I think that actually could be true. I agree with their temperature, so that's good. We're both in lockstep about that 26. What about 23 up to the northern part of the viewing area? And again, remember, these are just raw numbers. They don't take into account the fact that it's still going to be breezy overnight, and if it is, we could easily see, I would say, wind chills in the teens overnight tonight. So how long do we stay cold? Right up through the end of the week. Then as we get to next week, Monday, we start to change the long-range weather pattern, and you're going to love next week's forecast. It's going to be warmer. It's going to be much more beautiful, I'll tell you that. For today, stay in the 40s, feels like the 30s, and if we're lucky, maybe a couple breaks of sunshine later in the day. Don't hold your breath for that. 26 tonight, but remember, with the winds, could feel even colder than that. The 10-day forecast, we got a lot to unpack. We only have like 1 or 2 small chances of rain, wouldn't you know it. It's on the weekend, but it's not going to spoil your weekend. Beginning on Sunday, we'll start to moderate the temperatures. Look at the end of look at Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday next week is looking great. You kidding me? A bunch of sunny days and temperatures in the 70s. So, Johnny, the name of the game, we get through the next few days and then we get the payoff.
I'm ready for the payoff. That's going to go great. Because it's chilly this morning, you're going to need your heater in the vehicle. I-12 traffic starting to approach the 10-12. A little bit slow right there in that far right lane. And I-10 in both directions have slowed down between downtown and College, or the 10-12 bridge traffic is looking okay. So out to our interactive drive time map, seeing a little bit of traffic starting to develop right there, and that's going to be on the Intracoastal Overpass Bridge. And then right here past Essen as you make your way toward College. And then the big ticket item is obviously through the Denham Springs from right around Lockhart Eden Church Road on Florida, and then the I-12 backs up from before the Juban Crossing, which is right there, all the way into East Baton Rouge Parish this morning. 7-11, you're waking up with WAFB's 9 News Now, our web broadcast Have some news headlines you might have missed during the big show, and all of that and more coming up with Liz and Matt right after this.
(7:13) your time. A couple things going on today, including something we hope you want to get involved in, a fundraiser for a family just grieving right now.
If you're watching right now and listening, already plan ahead and have that breakfast and lunch at New York Bagel. 2 locations, the one on Highland and one on Perkins. Today, a portion of their sales is going to the Walters family. Gabe Walters is an officer with the Baton Rouge Police Department. Well, unexpectedly last month, the Walters family lost their young son, their handsome Kason Walters. So as they plan the funeral expenses, well, this is one way BRPD and its foundation would like to give back. If you'd like to be a part of that, all you have to do is dine out.
FAFSA Frenzy, you can be a part of that as well. 2 locations today at the River Parishes Community College in Gonzales, 11 to 1, and then Southern University, 1 to 3. The idea here is to give students and parents everything they need to fill out these FAFSA applications. It is that time, and those are the locations. Our digital team has put that up there for more information.
Great opportunity. If you make your way there, just bundle up. It is another cold day in our part of the world. Thankfully, we made it past last night without any major incidents in terms of driving or getting flooded out there. It's just cold now.
Or severe weather. The last couple of threats, we kind of bobbed and weaved our way right through it. So yeah, that was good. And here's something better. By the time it gets to freezing tonight, it'll be totally dry. So no icing on the roads, nothing crazy like that.
Good. We can't use another ice storm, another snow day. We don't need any of that.
Hey, I heard you did Taco Tuesday last night. How was that?
It was uneventful. It was
How you
good.
feeling?
$3 tacos and a margarita.
Oh,
That is a great meal. A great, affordable meal.
So many tacos.
Wednesdays, though? Ooh.
Anchored by the performance and reliability of the Civic and Accord, Honda has once again been named the best car brand for the 4th year running by U.S. News and World Report. Come see the lineup of award-winning Hondas at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda on Seagan Lane.